In today's video, we are going to be breaking down DeMar DeRozan and how he shoots the basketball. Now, he is a good free throw shooter and three-point shooter, but one thing that sets him apart is his ability to shoot the mid-range shot and pull up in front of multiple defenders and be able to hit mid-range shots. So let's get down and let's check out how DeMar DeRozan makes those mid-range shots. So in this clip, we're going to be having DeMar DeRozan going one-on-one towards the baseline. Technically towards the net, but towards the baseline. That's essentially what this is. And he's able to shoot over multiple defenders. As we can see here, he has one main defender and then a backup defender who would have tried to pin him on the backboard if he was to attack the rim. So when he pulls up for a shot, he plants his left foot. Now with that left foot, he loads. He loads by bending his knees. This is not a straight leg type of move. You need to have load. You need to make sure that you are putting lots of load on that inside foot. Now, when you turn, you want to turn roughly 45 degrees out towards the rim. Now, you may be saying, well, that's way off from the rim. You're going to be totally missing your shot. But this is to get up into your shooting form. This is to get up into the air. And this is going to be able to cut down a lot of time from you getting possibly blocked. So what we see is he lands on his inside left foot, and then he kicks that right foot down. This is transferring all that momentum into the upwards shooting form that he has. By kicking that foot down and loading with both legs, see how much he's bent? And notice shoulders over knees over toes. This is very important. And then he's able to go up for a shot. Now, when he goes up for his shot, you're going to see that right leg kick out. There's a reason for that. So for one, he's going to be turning in the air so that he can get both of his shoulders square towards the rim, same as his hips. Being able to have your shoulders and hips square towards the basket is going to allow you to have a very consistent shot. And this is important if you are wanting to make your shots, obviously. So when he goes up for his shot, he brings it into his gather, which is roughly at his chest, above his chest, between his chest and his stomach, and then he's able to bring it up for his shot. We also notice that there is not much movement on that elbow, and you really want to have the least amount of movement in your shot. Less movement means more consistency because there's less things that can go wrong in your shot. If you start bending your elbow more or less when you're going up for your shot, that could mean a make or a miss. That's why we see some streaky shooters, because they have a lot of movement in their shot. Now, from there, when he goes up for his shot, we see that his set point is roughly above his head, above his forehead, in that range. We see that he has just past 90 or just under 90 degrees, over 45 degrees on the elbow. Now, if you have a 90 degree elbow, that's going to be a very quick release. If you have 45 degrees, it's going to be a slower release, but usually more powerful release. So at that point, you're trading off one aspect for another. Now, when he jumps up from that 45 degree angle out from the rim, we can see that now he is squared up to the rim. By being squared up to the rim, what we now get to see is a very straight shot. Now he is leaning backwards. This is a fadeaway shot. This is to get away from two defenders. Might I add, one very good defender in most cases. But when he goes up for that shot at this point, now once he's got into his shooting form where he likes to go up and release that ball, this is when this leg kicks up. Now, why does that leg kick up? Well, there's a very good reason for that. And that is because we all know about figure skaters. Figure skaters, when they want to do their spins, when they want to go faster, they bring their arms in. When they want to go slower, they put their arms out, their feet out, whatever it may be. This is the exact same thing. It's all about momentum. It's all about basically physics. And by having your legs kick out or your leg kick out, that's stopping your rotation or slowing your rotation so that now you can shoot that shot more accurately. And that's why we see that leg kick up. And from there, he kicks that leg up to stop his rotation in the air. Now, if you look at any of his set shots, this is exactly what his set shot looks like, except there's a little bit less of a fadeaway on his set shots. That is also the reason because of his ability to get up into his shot. Now just picture this. That is a lot of air to get underneath of you, and that is all from loading you for your shot. If you don't load, you're not going to be able to get up as high as DeMar DeRozan. This right here, this distance is going to help him get away from defenders. So if you want to be able to shoot like DeMar DeRozan, there's a couple of things that you want to do. Number one, when you turn into your shot, when you step into it, you really want to load down low. You want to get as much spring into your shot. Now, if you're taking a fadeaway or a driving fadeaway like DeMar is here, you really want to kick that leg out once you have really made that rotation to where you feel comfortable to release that shot. This is all very important, and this is not something that you can just watch a video on and go do in your next game. You really need to practice this on your own on the basketball court. Now, when he goes up to release that shot, we do notice from other clips as well that he releases on his middle finger. He has no thumb flick, and then when he releases that ball, he keeps his arm up there for milliseconds. He keeps his elbow above his eyes for, again, milliseconds, and then he pretty well drops his arms right away. This is very similar to my shot where I drop my arms very quickly, but you don't want to drop your arms while you still have the ball in your hands. You want to make sure that your arms are up till at least you land back down on the ground. And that's what we see here. He lands back onto the ground and then his arms come down and swing. That is totally okay. But this is something that a lot of players need to learn. And if you haven't learned how to take a running jumper, this is definitely the video that you're going to want to re-watch. Load, plant that inside foot, load, put all that weight on those feet. Make sure that you're on your toes that we sort of see on DeMar. Really push up into that shot. Turn your body, kick that foot out when you feel comfortable to be able to release that ball, and then release that ball, and that is such a beautiful mid-range shot. And we can see it from another angle as well. He can really square up and then release that ball. That is very good. That right leg comes across because of course he is spinning in the air and he wants to use that to stop his rotation. Also, I'm not going to lie, by kicking your foot out, it also helps get more fouls. I hope that this video has helped you be able to shoot the basketball better. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.